Morning, y'all. It's Chris again, bringing you another reaction vid. This time I'm doing Laughingstock Media's Plot Holes and Inconsistencies from Dragon Ball. Episode 8, Why Wasn't Android 16 Wished Back? I've got a couple theories on this. I think mainly it falls down to Toriyama's forgetfulness. But I'm pretty sure that they excused it as androids couldn't be wished back because they weren't really alive. Then I remember in Path to Power, Kid Goku wishes back Android 8. So, I don't know. Let's see how this goes. Let's see what Mike says it is.
In the world of Dragon Ball, there are many plot holes and inconsistencies buried deep within the story, just waiting to be found. Join us as we work together to uncover each and every last one of them, only on Dragon Ball, Plot Holes and Inconsistencies. Hey guys, it's Mike here, and welcome to another edition of Dragon Ball, Plot Holes and Inconsistencies, where we look at plot holes and inconsistencies in the Dragon Ball Z anime and manga. The plot hole I'm going to be talking about today has to do with the Cell Game saga, or more specifically at the end of the saga after everyone is being wished back from the dead who is killed by Cell. So what exactly is this plot hole, and what exactly does it entail? Well, before I get started, I'm joined by my very special guest, because this is a topic far too muscular for me to take on alone. And his name is...
Hello, my name is Harold von Huge Muscles, but my enemies call me the Angry Austrian. Throughout the years, I've seen my share of murder and plot holes, but very few infuriate me as much as this one. And that is, why wasn't Android 16 wished back with the rest of the Z fighters?
Yeah, so this is a pretty interesting plot hole, as you just mentioned. Because for this one, most people don't really know that this exists. But of course, as you may be thinking, Android 16 was simply an android. He was fully mechanical, so there's no reason that he would have been wished back with the rest of other people because all of them were alive and were actually people.
Which is a bunch of bullshit. I mean, just look at the biceps, the triceps, the quadriceps, all of those muscles on this dude. He gives myself an Arnold Schwarzenegger run for our money at the top of the muscle level tier that they created.
Yeah, and even if you want to try and say that Android 16 would not be wished back along with the other people who were killed by Cell because he's purely mechanical and you want to compare him to some sort of appliance or some other kind of machine, the fact of the matter is that there's a very contradictory event that happened in this series that turns this whole idea on its head, and that takes place during the end of the Buu saga. More specifically, during the fight between Goku and Kid Buu.
Yeah, the scrawny manlet version of Buu. Although all of them pale in comparison to the muscularity of Android 16.
During the fight between Goku and Kid Buu, Purunga is summoned on Namek so that he can wish back the Earth and all of the people that were killed by Buu. This was done so that Goku would be able to use the population of the Earth so that he could create a spirit bomb in order to kill Kid Buu with it.
Otherwise known as the giant blue medicine ball of death. Yeah, Goku, we know where you hide your steroids.
Anyway, during the scene in which Goku is calling upon the population of the Earth in order to get people to donate energy to his Genki Dama in order to kill Kid Buu with it, we are panning from place to place, seeing tons of characters not only from Dragon Ball Z, but the original Dragon Ball series who are all helping to donate their energy to Goku. And all of this seems well. That is until we get to Jingle Village.
And don't forget, if it jingles, it's fat.
At this point, we see familiar faces from Dragon Ball, such as Sinnoh, the girl that helped Goku on his way when he was in the northern section of the planet, trying to gather the Dragon Balls and fighting off the Red Ribbon Army in Muscle Tower. But wait a second. Who's that with her? If you notice, the one who told Sinnoh that it was Goku's voice, and one of the people who was donating his energy to Goku's Genki Dama was none other than Android 8 himself.
Wait, what?
For those unfamiliar, Android 8 was found by Goku in Muscle Tower, being employed by the Red Ribbon Army and having been created by Dr. Gero as one of his early androids. He was a very strong and powerful android. However, just like Android 16, Android 8 was fully mechanical, as shown during his death scene in the Dragon Ball Path to Power movie. But if we look at this scene in the Buu saga, we see quickly that Android 8 must have also been wished back with the rest of the population. Otherwise, how exactly did he get there? plant life, and everything else that was on the Earth.
Come on, don't bullshit me.
However, this scene clearly depicts Android 8 as if he's one of the other people that are around him. Not only the fact that he's gathered with the other characters, but also the fact that he's donating energy to the spirit bomb. Now, whereas this is another plot hole in and of itself, which could be answered in another bigger video talking about something very similar to this, the fact of the matter is Android 8 is treated as a human being. And thus it seems likely that the intention of Toriyama when writing this chapter was that Android 8 was wished back with the rest of humanity when they brought back the Earth.
Maybe it's just because he had those Frankenstein gains.
But of course, this leaves the door open for us to ask, why was Android 16 not also wished back to life when the rest of the Z-Fighters and the rest of the people who were killed by Cell were also wished back?
It's bullshit, all of it.
So what exactly was going on behind the scenes that caused this plot hole to go about?
Well, it's pretty obvious. Obviously, the scrawny Japanese Akira Toriyama couldn't handle someone as muscular as Android 16 within his manga anymore, so he came up with the most bullshit excuse to kill him off so the rest of the Z-Fighters wouldn't look as scrawny and inferior compared to him. Because we all know that if Android 16 was around, he'd chew that fat piece of shit poo up, spit them out, and stick them onto a desk, like the little bitch he was.
Well, honestly, as far as I can tell, the reason why Android 16 was not wished back is because Akira Toriyama probably changed his mind while writing the manga, or Toei had simply forgotten that Android 8 was fully mechanical by the time of the end of the Buu saga. But considering all of the problems and the flaws with the end of the Buu saga, it only makes sense that he would make another mistake like this one.
That's sissy.
But in retrospect, the fact that Android 8 was wished back to life means that Android 16 really should have been as well. And if he was, it'd be really interesting to see just how they incorporated him within the series after that point in time. Although, considering how in the Buu saga everything became just about the Saiyans, it's likely that he would have been tossed to the side just as well as everyone else.
Which is total bullshit. The fact that the most muscular man of all time, with pecs that could probably destroy neutron stars, would be tossed to the side is a laughable effort on the fact that the scrawny Toriyama clearly has shown time and time again that he is simply allergic to large muscles.
But in either case, this has been another edition of Dragon Ball. Plot holes and inconsistencies. Tell me your own thoughts down below. What did you think of this video? Did you realize this was a plot hole, or did you not? Also, if we haven't talked about any other plot holes in the past that you might have thought of, let us know down below so we can feature them in a video in the future. And don't forget to like, comment, share, and subscribe. And as I always say, stick around, because there's a lot more to come in the future.
I'm the Angry Austrian, and I'll be back.
That was right. Toriyama couldn't handle his gains. I love Laughingstock Media. Mike, who does Laughingstock Media, he does a lot of really great Dragon Ball Z stuff. Q&A sessions, plot holes, inconsistencies. Goes through individual characters and finds out whether or not they were actually helpful in Dragon Ball Z. And yeah, he gets a lot of special guests on that are really awesome too. They have their own channels, so you should check them out. Laughingstock Media on YouTube. Mike and his Austrian frightening roommate Harold, who eats gains for breakfast. Monster. Alright, tell me what you guys thought. If you guys want to see me do some more Laughingstock Media sort of stuff, plot holes, or if any of the other stuff I talked about appeals to you, let me know in the comment section. And as always, like, subscribe, and share. I'll catch you next time. Love you. Peace.